Hi, this video will go through an example of how to graph using GeoGebra, and then I'll walk you through what I want for GeoGebra assignment number 2. So in this assignment, we're going to look at inequalities, okay, linear inequalities, that is. So for example, f of x greater than g of x, or here's my f of x, 3x minus 2, greater than g of x, minus 2x plus 8. The first thing I want you to do is to solve these symbolically. Okay, I asked you to graph them first, but we're going to get to that in a second. When I say symbolically or using rules, all right, what I mean is we're just going to solve it the normal way without graphing or anything. So first of all, I'm going to move this 2 over by adding 2 each side. I get that 3x is greater than minus 2x plus 10. And next I'm going to move this negative 2x over by adding 2x each side. And I end up with 5x is greater than 10. Dividing each side by 5, my solution becomes x is greater than 10 divided by 5 is 2. Notice that I do not need to reverse my inequality because I haven't divided by a negative number. This is positive. And now the purpose of the exercise is to look at what this solution means graphically. So I want you to graph f of x, 3x minus 2. So let's go to GeoGebra. Let's see, let's change our view. Let's show the algebra as well so you can see that over there. And now once again, let's change our font size just so it records better. Okay, all right, so my first equation was 3x minus 2. Okay, so there's my line there. One thing new I want to point out here is if you highlight that and hit Object Properties in the right button. So what I do is click on f of x, click the right mouse button and go Object Properties. If I come here, I can change the color. I don't think I want to paint more like that. Under Color, and I can change the style. I can thicken up that line a little bit. Okay, hit Close, and now you can actually see f of x is going to be my red line. And now g of x, which was minus 2x plus 8, okay, and now I'm going to graph that. And there's that line. Again, I can change the color on that. Okay, I'll take Properties. I'm going to go thicker, and now I'm going to change that to a pretty blue. Okay, so f of x is my red line, g of x is my blue line. And now if I ask you to tell me when is f of x equal to g of x, you would say here at x equals 2. But in this particular problem, I've asked you to tell me when is f of x greater than g of x. So what that means graphically is I want to know when is the red line on top of the blue line. Notice here, the red line is below the blue line. That would imply less than. They are equal here at the point of intersection. But as I go to the right, the red line is greater than the blue line, or on top of. So I can come here, I can insert text and say, all right, f of x is greater than g of x when x is greater than 2. Okay, and I'm just going to put that in as a little note to myself. Okay, f of x is greater than g of x when x is greater than 2. Now, how can I demonstrate that on the graph? If I go here to ABC and I hit the red triangle in the bottom right, I can do pin. And what I'm going to do with that pin is now I'm going to trace it. All right, you can probably change the color or whatever, and say this is the area, sorry for jumping around, that corresponds to my solution. Okay, and then maybe I just want to add a note there. Okay, insert text, all right, where I colored f of x is greater than g of x, and that corresponds to x greater than 2. Okay, so I have a whole big note there, all right, and you can indicate that on the graph. Let's see, let's edit. Maybe we need to add in some enter signs so that it wraps the text. Okay, so I want that kind of thing. You could also come down here and say, all right, here's my solution, again using your pen. Okay, so that's my solution. Right? And make a note or whatever. So again, I want you to point out in words and or by coloring on the graph what your solution is and how it corresponds to the same problem that you solved this way. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have questions.